Let's chop it up with your boy Zaz.
Hey, you ready?
No shit, that's you.
Hey, 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 yeah, hey. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it. Let's chop it. Yeah, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it.
All right, this is Let's Chop It Up with Zaz, and today we have a special guest, Bub Rock. What's going on, brother?
What's going on? How you, man? What's going on? I'm taking it easy.
There you go, man. There you go. So tell me, what's been going on with you, man? What's happening? You know, you just dropped another project.
Yeah, A Piece of Mind. I just dropped that October 5th, so I'm coming off of that and just I don't know, just putting together more ideas and stuff like that. Maybe for like merch, visuals definitely, and just sitting back and seeing what the people think. You know what I mean? Taking a little break.
There you go, man. There you go. Yeah, it was definitely a solid project, man.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But I definitely want to go back. So, was Dreams your first album that you released? Like your official release? Okay.
No, I dropped something in 2018. Well, this is just, I guess, in this lane of music or whatever, like the quote unquote underground hip hop scene. Like I dropped XV in 2018, produced by the Standouts. Then I dropped October. That was 2018 too. Then 2019 I dropped Rock Season. 2019 I dropped No Love Lost. That was like mainly dedicated to like the females and stuff like that. It was all like, directed toward the females. Just songs like that. I dropped it on Valentine's Day. Then this year, 2020, I dropped The Rock Period in July, and then I dropped A Piece of Mind in October. So yeah, probably like that's 7 releases since 2018, but I probably got like 9 before that, just on some straight hand to hand in my neighborhood, or you got to really see me to get it or something like that. Like I got like those situations like that. I was doing that for a minute.
Okay.
On a lower scale though.
So I noticed that when you rhyme, you really hit home with your rhymes. So
Yeah, most definitely.
anyone who listens to your music, one way or another, are gonna feel you where you coming from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I hope so.
Because I noticed that you put a lot of your. So can you say that you wear your feelings on your shoulders? Can you say that?
I say that I'm like real transparent. I'm like an open book when it comes to music. I express myself through the music for sure, 100%. I'm not emotional, but I'm like, I'm somebody that I evoke
Definitely.
emotions with the music that I do, I guess.
Yeah, like the production you
Yeah.
pick and everything is it's like perfect with the flow and everything, you know?
Yeah, thank you, man. I got a special type of respect for the people that I choose for production. Like, I like it because I don't really see them doing a lot of production for everybody else. It's kind of like my signature team, where a lot of these guys have been around for the longest. But if you ever hear somebody new on something and we go good, I got a relationship with all my producers. So, if you hear them on one thing, you're going to hear them on the next joint. It might not be as many times as other producers that have been around, but you're definitely going to hear them on the next project. And then it's like a family, honestly speaking.
Yeah.
All of them are cool with each other too. That's another thing. Like everybody's cool with each other.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the only way that those things work. And I think it's more genuine when you do that too, when you have everybody on the same page, everybody got the same goals, you know?
Most definitely. Same thing with the features. A lot of them features is like people that we conversate. We got a mutual respect between each other. I mean, like other than like home team, like some names you're gonna see on a lot of my albums. It's visible that some people is on a lot of my albums. Like Rome is on a lot of my albums. Top Ferris is on a lot of my albums. Rim, Eddie Kane. Them dudes that's like family. So
Yeah, the
that's
Walkers,
nothing for
right?
me to make a record with them. Yeah, yep. The
Yep,
Walkers, Big
got
Walk.
the Walkers, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I definitely got respect for the Walkers, man. That's for sure. I got mad love for you
Yeah,
guys,
thank you.
man.
Yeah, thank you. That came about crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah,
That came
man.
yeah. Like that
So
came
tell
about
me.
crazy, bro.
So
Um
because they keep coming back to you. So tell me,
for real,
how did that come about with the Walkers?
the Walker started with to walk is basically like to rap effortlessly on a record. That's what that means. Like, oh, you walked on that joint or you walked them or whatever. That's what that means. So Rim put like a play on the words and just say, yo, just call it the Walkers. He just came out of nowhere with it and then everybody ran with it. But that's what it was. Like we was just all together on some just spazzing on records and everybody had respect for each other and what each other do. So then it started coming together and getting more cohesive after a while once dudes started hearing more of each other's material and working with each other more. So then everybody started, we started gaining a lot of trust for each other. But originally it was like four of us. It was me, Rim, Spoda, and Eddie Kane. And then, we all had relationships and stuff like that. Well, I had relationships with like Ty and Rome and stuff like that. And Rim knew some of them too. Eddie Kane knew some of them too. Spoda was fairly new, so he didn't really know everybody like that, but everybody respected him because, you know what I mean, he worked hard.
Yeah,
So,
don't he? Oh man,
yeah. Sometimes he worked too hard. I be trying to tell him, man, just chill out, slow down. You know
I
what I
think
mean? But
he's just
he's
hungry.
getting there though.
Yeah, he's real hungry, man.
I think he just be trying to show that he's a contributor. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
he be trying to prove that he get down like everybody else. But I be like, yo, bro, ain't nobody fronting on you, man. You good.
yeah, you good, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
bro.
Like it's nothing to
You
talk
good.
about.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, but that's how it is though. You can't really blame nobody for wanting to work, man. There's a lot of people around that just want to be around for the for the wins and don't want to be around and go to practice and stuff like that. So, I gotta commend people like him for doing that because, he could not want to be around at all and just pop up for shows or pop up for other shit like that. So, it's all good,
Hmm.
man. Everybody is gonna get clicking back on cylinder,
Yeah, you guys
later on in
definitely
the
ain't going
future.
nowhere.
Yeah, most definitely. You know what I
Definitely
mean?
ain't going
Definitely. It's like a
nowhere, man.
brotherhood though.
Yeah,
Like we all
man.
hang out outside of music, so it's a little different. Like we all go to each other's cribs and stuff like that and hang out with each other. So it's a little different.
That's great, man. That's great, man. Yeah, I developed a relationship with Spoda and Eddie Kane, man. Those guys are tight, man. Definitely,
Yeah, man.
definitely consider
Eddie
them like
Kane definitely
like
very humble.
family. Yeah, isn't he? Oof. Both of them.
Yeah, super
All you
humble.
guys are, man. All you
Yeah, man.
guys.
It's only right.
You
I
know?
think that's what separates us from a lot of. We not a group though, or a crew or nothing like that. We more like a collective. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like the Justice League and all of that, and the Avengers. Like they do their thing when they by themselves, but when they get together, it's crazy.
It's over, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. You know what I
Well, that's
mean? Gotta
good.
put the money in the bag.
I love to see that, man. I just love to see when people come together, man, and make moves, man. And
Yeah,
just
most
like
definitely.
or respect each other. Just for the sake of the brotherhood and also like the music and stuff like that. So
Yeah, hell
so
yeah, most definitely. That's
so tell
exactly what
me,
it is. Definitely brotherhood.
so where does this like that flow that differentiates you from everybody else, like the way you paint a picture and people could relate.
Yeah,
So you relate, to what's going on and in the neighborhood and everything. It's like you could see yourself, even if you don't live there no more or wherever you live at. You feel like you're there. Is that
yeah.
something that you aim for all the time? Because I know it's something that you probably went
Um,
through, but at the end of the day, we all went through that at one point of our lives. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah, for sure. In different ways. Yep. The question was about like the lyrics and reflecting on other stuff, right?
yes, hmm
Um, I would say yeah, I do like reflect on the way I grew up, and on top of that, I think that what separate me from a lot of people is that the stuff that I be talking about, the topics that I touch on is all relatable things. Like I'm not talking about like I'm not outdated with what I'm talking about. Like you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm talking about adult issues or issues amongst men or issues amongst just human beings, period. Like just the
Yeah.
environments that we come from and just this different milestones and stuff like that that you reach or hardships or whatever that you have when you growing into being who you want to be and stuff like that. So I think that is just more relatable. It's more stuff that's like the average person that go to work could relate to it. I think that's why it's like it don't matter if you go to work or you hustle or whatever you do. You go to school, however you get your money or get yours and do what you do. I think that is just relatable across the board. So you really can't take that away from nobody that everybody relates to. There ain't nobody singled out.
Yeah, and the wild thing about it is that this type of music that you're making, it's like music that you could listen to 20, 30 years from now and still feel the same way that we feel right now. Because if you're hustling or you're doing what you got to do, and I mean hustling
Yeah,
like working or whatever, like you just said, doing things, you always gonna relate
yeah,
back to that, man. So that, and a lot of artists can't do that, man. A lot of artists live for the time. They live for the time being. They live for what's good now. They don't think about that, like, you know,
it's that
longevity.
microwave music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was talking to Royal
Yeah,
Flush. I
that's
was
what. Yeah, I pride myself on that.
Yeah, man. I was talking to Royal Flush, and
Yeah,
Royal Flush only had one album. Officially, he had one album. And he's still making money off of that one album. So it's
yeah,
like you make
yeah,
music
most
like
definitely.
that you could pop in there and you're like, yo, this thing is
Oh yeah,
still
most definitely.
crazy. You know what I
That was
mean?
a classic.
So yeah, so for you to do that, but with every single window,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
it has like that feel like that, every time I listen to your music, it's like, man, it feels good when I'm driving and listening to it. It feels good when I'm in the crib, like I could
Yeah,
like I could do anything to that music, you know what I mean? And then
yeah, most
sometimes you
definitely.
say stuff
Yeah, for real, for real.
and you stop. Like it's like me. Like I might hear something, I'll be like,
Yeah,
damn, he hit home with that one right there. Sheesh. So I appreciate
yeah.
that about you, man, as an artist, man. Definitely.
Nah, I appreciate the listen, man. This is all crazy to me. That's what I be telling people. Everybody be like wondering why I was always saying thank you and stuff like that. Cause it's like I remember when I couldn't see none of this. I used to think that I used to just be able to see around the corner or down the block. Like I just think my neighborhood was everything. I never thought I'd leave my neighborhood. I never thought that people in Africa be playing my songs or London to be trying to get me to come out there to do shows or people in Japan buying my CD. I never thought none of that would be going down. I'm just real appreciative of things like that. And try to stay humble and stay focused at the same time, but still do something that makes the people that keeps the people's attention. You know what I mean? So that they don't forget that I still could do the things that made them fans of me. You know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly. So where you at right now at your point right now with your career, right? Are you happy?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
Um, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I could say that I can't complain though. I'm humble, but it's like sometimes making other people happy make me happy. You know what I mean? Like some people's getting help from the music that I do. So people that's like, yeah, you helped me get through this, or like even the messages and stuff like that from the last project. The last project was really like based off of like mental health and things like that. So a lot of people leaving comments or writing me like, yo, man, this helped me. I was going through this, or I was going through that, or I showed this to this person. I gave this to this person. They was going through this, and it's crazy. So I don't know. It's just like sometimes that made me happy. So you know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna lie, I went through a little process of making that, or even just getting it up to make that. So it's still a process after the fact. You know what I mean? Like this project is called A Peace of Mind, but that don't necessarily mean that I got a peace of mind. That means that these are the things that I did during the times when I needed to find a little balance. But I'm still on the journey to get a lot of those things. So You know, still
Yeah.
human. That the people know. So
Yeah, definitely. And then as time is,
I
time
say
goes
I'm getting there.
and you keep pushing it, man. Trust me, people are paying attention, man.
Yeah,
So
I'm not like running around sad or nothing like that, but
nah, 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 man.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what? At the end of the day, man, it is what it is, right? It's as long as you doing what you got to do,
yeah, for sure.
get past it. So like we were talking
Hmm.
before we got on, right? And I was
Yeah,
and this is something that I've been like doing a lot of research on and whatnot. So that it kind of is kind of messed up, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So like when an artist says, "Oh man, they not listening," they not listening, or they not on it like that. You know what I mean? I hear
yeah,
you, like you hear it, but there's a lot of people that don't hear it. I always tell the artists, don't go by the numbers, man. Don't go by stuff with the streams and all that stuff. All that
yeah,
stuff is controlled. You know what I mean?
yeah, hell yeah,
They know what to do. They know who they want to pop, and they just control the whole thing. So at the end of the day,
yeah,
trust me, people are listening, and people definitely know who Bub Rock is, and they know what's the deal. They know where you at. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Yeah, I learned that in the most weirdest ways.
exactly. So I tell people all the time, man, don't ever fold by followers or anything like that. One day you can have 600
Yeah,
followers, the next day you got 542. Like how the hell that, you know what I mean? So you can't go
yeah.
by that. It's insane,
Nah,
man.
you're
It's a joke.
100% right.
It's a
Listen, I've
joke.
been kind of off the internet. When you wrote me, I didn't write you back for a minute. I was off the internet. I wasn't even on the internet. I probably just peek on there for like 5 minutes a day and then not and just sign off or something like that. You know what I mean? I wasn't even on the internet, wasn't doing nothing. I was just trying to like focus and just get my mind right with stuff that ain't have nothing to do with music at all. It was just like
Yeah.
regular everyday stuff. So I mean, like, don't get it twisted. I tapped back into a lot of stuff, like, you know what I mean? Like writing my rhymes down on paper, not going to pick up the phone and jotting my rhymes in my phone, or I started doing stuff like that. So that's how that whole Peace of Mind album, I wrote that down in the book. I got that all written down on paper.
Mm.
Just phone off, like just zoning out with the music and just trying to find a pocket and just talk, just vent. I really just put that out to vent. I didn't have no intentions for it to be what it is, or you know what I mean. I appreciate people that purchased it and all of that, but I really appreciate the people that just listen to it the same exact way. So it was just something for me to vent. I'm just happy that people embraced it that way.
Yeah. It was out of nowhere, man.
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
got a I got an
listen,
email
man.
from Bandcamp. I was like, "What? He dropped sign? I didn't even know he was gonna drop
I
it."
ain't think nobody. I didn't even say nothing about it on the internet that day. I ain't say nothing about it on the internet because I dropped it on my birthday. I really just wanted.
Yeah,
I was just happy to be. I was just happy to be 31. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. So I was just like, I mean, like I was planning to drop it, like maybe 4 or 5 days before that. But once I dropped it, I didn't go on the internet and make it a thing. It's like I had a couple people over at my house and stuff like that. Like a couple people that I just vibe with that's just brought some good energy through and stuff like that for my birthday. Uh, and they was saying it because they was over there chilling with me, but I wasn't saying nothing about it. They was there when I put it on the internet and posted it. I just posted it and went off the internet. After that, we
chilled
just
out.
pulled the bottles out and had a great time.
Man, that was on
Yeah,
time
man. I
too,
stayed
man. I
out the
was
way.
just
A
getting
couple
off of
friends
work.
came through, maybe like 5 or 6. Not nothing crazy.
I was just getting off of work when you
Oh
put that
man, for
joint
real?
out. Yeah, so I was driving home. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me pop this
Oh
joint
man.
in real quick, see what's going on, man. So it was like perfect
A
timing, man.
word? Damn, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
beauty
man.
of it, man, with the Bandcamp, man. I
Yeah,
praise
man. I
Bandcamp.
appreciate it too. Appreciate the listen.
Definitely, man. I appreciate Bandcamp, man. So
Yeah.
tell me, so what's
They made a
next,
way
man?
for the artists like us. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, man.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I've been. Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, like what's next? I would say I'm gonna keep it real. I'm kind of like falling back from recording any new music because I got 7 joints that I did, and I'm uploading them all. I mean, most of them is on the streaming platforms anyway. Like I know 5 of them is there for sure. But yeah, I got some vinyl coming out finally. You know what I mean? They finally gave me a vinyl deal.
Nice.
Um, for Peace of Mind and for Rock Season. One is dropping January 4th. The other one is dropping April 6th through Copenhagen Crates, both of them. So I got some vinyl on the way. I got some physicals getting pressed up. I got some merch coming, like some new hats and some new shirts and stuff like that. And shoot some visuals. I really want to take my time with the music. I just want to take some time to spend with my son more and just travel and stuff like that. Travel, just be out the way, enjoy myself. That don't got nothing to do with rap. At the end of the day, I'm a fan too, so you know what I mean. I could sit back and just watch some other artists do their thing, or even some of my brothers. I feel like my brothers is the best in this whole and the best in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like some of these
definitely,
guys.
man.
So it's like I wouldn't mind sitting back and watching them do their thing. You know what I mean? I know they feel the same way with me. I know they would probably call me to get on something, but yeah, I don't mind playing in the back and just handling business, going to get what's rightfully mine from my back catalog because I put a lot of projects out.
Yeah. Well, that's good, man. To know that you're gonna put that out on vinyl, man. Vinyl is like such a, it's like history when you put your stuff on vinyl. Like that
Yeah,
that that
I'm
that's
learning.
that's like a piece, man. Yeah, my first single was on vinyl back in 2005. Yeah, I put
Word?
one out. Yeah, my first vinyl was in 2005. So I know how it feels, man.
Mm, I
You
ain't never had one.
no, yeah.
Hell no. I've been on a bunch of them. That's why I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I just had to still stay humble through it. I wanted to spaz, like, yo, man, as many vinyls as I've been on with other artists,
Well, I don't got
and y'all
mine,
gonna
right?
give me my, yeah, man. I don't even got one for myself yet, but you know what I mean. It's all good. I guess it's about the timing and stuff
Hey
like that.
man, I think the best time is the best time, right? The time that it comes out, that's
Yeah,
that's that's
man.
that's
Gotta respect
beautiful,
the
man.
universe. I'm trying to I'm gonna just take that in stride. You know what I mean? It's gonna be more vinyl, definitely. Me and Copenhagen Crate's been talking about doing some other stuff, and I had some good conversations with them. They respect my mind on a business level, so they see what I'm trying to do. And I think it's different from a lot of artists that come there because a lot of artists that come there is like it's just like, yo, I want to do some business with the vinyl, this, that, and the third, and it's just that. But I think that through the conversations, they see that I got a mind for other things as well, and I know how to negotiate and things like that. And I'm willing to add on, and
Yeah,
my name is
definitely.
on it, so I'm going to promote. I'm gonna promote till the wheels fall off. So that's just always how I am with anything I do, whether it's features or whatever. And if my name is on it, I'm gonna promote it. So
Well,
that's just how I am all the time.
you got another platform here to promote it, brother. So whenever you need it, man,
Yeah, most
you
definitely.
here,
Thank you
bro.
too.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Well, that's great, man. That's a beautiful thing with that, man. Because vinyls are flying now, especially if you make them nice looking and different colors and whatnot. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'm listen. All of this is new to me. I'm learning. I mean, like I have a vinyl collection, but I don't got like no vinyl like from these hip hop artists and nothing in this realm. I got like my oldies and stuff like that, stuff that I might bring to my producers and be like, yo, flip this, or yo, see if you get something off of this. Like I'm one of them type of artists. I think that's why I got such a good relationship with my producers because I'm somebody that listens to the oldies. Like I listen to those like regular. Like you probably won't find a lot of new stuff in my music folders. It's all oldies. That's what I listen to. So I like to get to where a lot of these dudes be sampling their stuff from. So I be hearing stuff or remembering stuff from back in the day, and I flip it and send it to my man. Like, yo, look, what you think about this? I got a couple of records like that, but I just don't be taking producer credits. That's all.
Yeah. Especially like, and you could tell that you be digging with your music, man, because you be having them samples, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like them old school joints in there,
Yeah, man, I love oldies. I ain't gonna lie.
right? Ain't that
Yeah, me
something?
and Chop got a relationship like that. The kid Big Daddy Chop. Yeah,
Okay.
most definitely.
All right, all right. That's what's up, man.
So
That's what's
me and
up.
him is tight like that. We do that where I be like, yo, flip this for me, bro. Flip this part, this part, this part, and take that part right there and put that for the hook. Like I do a lot of that with him. So
Mm. Yeah,
that's
well,
always how we do.
it works out great though. I'll tell you that much. So,
Yeah, bro. Thank you, man.
do you have anybody that's coming up under you? Do you have any, like, are you trying to do all that in the future, or don't you know? Because you say you
Um,
go with the business, like,
yeah, I got my my company is Gold Spoon, GLDSPN. That's where Gold Spoon come from. Like, if you see a lot of my releases say Gold Spoon on it, or got a Gold Spoon logo. That's mine. That's my emblem and all of that. It's my umbrella. But not necessarily. I don't really have no artists or nothing like that coming up under me. I really felt like I still got more work to do before I could even have a platform to share with an artist. You know what I mean? Like, I just rather
okay,
be more so solidified in my own before I could be able to even say that I could give that to somebody, because I don't feel that I could get it to somebody. Like, I feel like I could get somebody a good look, but that's equivalent to me doing a feature for somebody if that's the case.
yeah,
But
true,
it's like, I don't know. I'm just not there yet. I rather, and with the company too, it's very premature. So I just want to build some legs and build some people around it that's going to strengthen it up as far as producers and publications and things like that. I want to bring all of those things up a notch before I even decide to have an artist. So I know I'll be able to maneuver with me being the only artist and having them type of things around me. But to have more than one artist, that's gonna get messy. I ain't gonna lie. So I just want to make sure I got people there to support and help these artists when I'm not able to do so because I'm working on my own stuff.
exactly. That's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
and we kind of forget about the well, not forget about, but we get so tied up doing other things that it's like, oh man, that's right. I gotta call them up and let them know what the next move is. You know what I mean? So,
Exactly.
like,
And that's how I am as a person. Like, anybody
yeah,
tell you, like, I'm a person, I call everybody, like, let them know, like, yo, what up? I got this for you, this, that, and the third. Oh, yo, see if you could get this, or I sent you some beats, or yo, I got some beats for you. Like, I do that all the time with just my friends. So it's gonna be a little bit more difficult when dealing with an artist that's actually mine. But I really much rather show somebody how to do it than just have somebody under me. Like, you know what I mean? I never been that type of person to be
yeah,
like
yeah. You rather
with
see them,
my like,
shine.
yeah, show them how to do it themselves. If that's what you want to do, you could do that with somebody else. But I don't really want nobody under me. It's like, because I never like when people ever tried to do that with me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be under nobody. Like, I always wanted my own thing. So I guess that's probably also another reason why I probably it took me a little bit longer to surface to the top as opposed to others. I think it's because I took the stairs, but that helped me.
Yeah, that keeps you in shape, man.
Most definitely, 100%. So yeah, for real though,
you know,
great shape.
Great shape. Getting ready for
Yeah,
everything that's
man.
out here, man. Because this is a
No.
doggy dog industry, man. I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah, gotta respect the
brother.
process.
But you
For
know
real.
what though, it's doggy dog, man. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's fair, and what you use, to your advantage, man. If you use it right, then you get to go.
Yep, that too. Most definitely. You just gotta pay attention a lot, man. You never know. I'm like that too. I'm real wary, skeptical about some people sometimes with their intentions and stuff. So a lot of people
Hmm.
might think I'm like standoffish, but it's just like, nah. Sometimes I just be really observing a little bit more than speaking. So to
Yeah,
make sure what type of
definitely.
people motherfuckers is, like, you good people. It's like I have no problem conversing with nobody or offering things or whatever, or however it go. But sometimes you just gotta like, I like to pay attention first and know what I'm dealing with before I
You
open
know,
to people.
do anything there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
exactly. That's just how I am.
that's amazing, man. So, do you see what do you see Bub Rock, man, in a few years after you take this vacation you're about to take?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll be up a little bit more as far as handling business because I have more merchandise and things like that out there. I mean, I design a lot of my own stuff, so well, I design all of my stuff, but I don't make it as far as manufacturing and all of that. But I definitely design all of the stuff. I definitely got. I'm definitely like the art direction for a lot of my artwork on my covers. I already knew what I want to do. Sometimes it just takes somebody else to bring it to light. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Shout out to No Pulp and Uncle Tim. They've been the guys that I turn to for artwork and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I would just say that I think plus the visuals and the business savvy getting added on to the hustle, I think that people would be more familiar with my catalog, so they would be expecting more. You know what I mean? I think that they would be more coherent to what I've been putting out, even though it kind of slid under the radar. You know, in some aspects it slid under the radar. So I think that people would be more tapped in with my discography and stuff like that, and the records that I put out before, or the features that I'm on, or what I got on the streaming platforms, or the bandcamp releases and stuff like that. I think people would be paying a lot more attention to the music that I'm releasing.
Definitely, man. All they got to do is sign up to the newsletter, John. You know what I mean? Tell them right away. You know.
I mean, hello, you know what I mean? Real talk, but you
That's
know,
how I got it. I was
it's
like,
so
oh, hold
crazy, man. Everything is at the Yeah, man, everything's at the click of a button, and people be so lazy. It's crazy.
oh man, brother. Yeah, this is the time, man. We living in the times of the catering,
Yeah,
man. We got to cater, right? We cater to everybody. You know. That's how it is nowadays, man.
yeah, man.
But
Yeah, hell yeah.
they the ones that support, so we
Well,
gotta.
a click away.
Sometimes we gotta go crazy with it. You know.
Yeah, man.
So
Oh
definitely, brother.
man, tell me
Definitely,
about it.
man. So yeah, man, we'll be looking forward to
It's
everything that you
crazy.
got coming, and we'll definitely be rooting over here for you, man. You
Most definitely.
definitely on the right track, and everything that you put out is gold, man. You know, and we just appreciate everything, brother, man. We just keep
Thank you. I
doing it.
appreciate it.
Don't stop it, man. You know what I mean? Never get discouraged when you got that kind of
Most
talent.
definitely. Most definitely. Thank you.
All right.
Tell me about it. I mean, like, you know what it is, man. I don't get discouraged, but sometimes I just be wanting to fall back and just observe everything, even with that, like observe and just see, like, oh, okay, this is what they listen to, this is what they take a liking to. But I could dig it, man. Thank you. I appreciate you for offering your platform to me too.
No, definitely, Bub. But Bub, I'm gonna tell you this though, right? You remember back in the day when the Method Mans used to put out their albums or their projects, whatever they wanted to call it back then. They would drop a
Hmm.
project out and they'll take off 2, 3 years
Yeah.
because the process was
Yeah.
so stressful, right?
Yeah.
And it was a
Hell
lot
yeah.
of work. And I think that back then we appreciated music now. I mean, let me say we appreciate it more than now.
Yeah.
If you was like a like, let's say if you was just a fan, but if you were artist, you're gonna appreciate everything that people put out because we know how hard it is to put stuff out. You know what I mean? And to see if it sticks or anything like that. So there's a chance that we take. We put all this work into stuff and then we just be like, yo, hopefully it sticks. You know what I mean? So I think now we're more appreciative
Yeah.
as in like before, even though it took longer before, but now that people dropping albums every week now. So it's crazy. But
Yeah.
definitely,
It's the
man.
internet, man. And on top of that, it's like everything is documented, so you could see the process as opposed to before. It's like, damn, you just waiting for Nas to drop again. You don't know. It ain't nobody tweet nothing. There wasn't no Twitter. It ain't like, it's different now. Everything is so monitored that it's like you could go on somebody's page and tell what's going on.
Yeah, the page tells it all, man. You know? But yeah, brother, definitely, man. But yo, I
More power to you.
appreciate you stopping by, man. And this is Let's Chop It
Most
Up
definitely.
with Zaz, and this is Bub Rock.
All
You.
right, man. Peace. Thank you.
All right, my brother. Slip.